Hello and welcome to another episode of Business Tuesday, the only show that dissect and bisect business ideas from all the spectrum. I'm Chris Owino and I'm privileged to be joined by Alex Kobia, CEO BitSafe Kenya.
Thank you, Chris.
Once again, many thanks for having us here. So maybe if we just get straight into it, what's the inspiration behind the BitSafe in Kenya?
Well, BetSafe comes into the Kenyan market for basically four things. Number one is entertainment. Number two is innovation in the gaming industry. Three is the football. And finally, we want to also introduce responsible gaming into the Kenyan market. When I talk about when I mention entertainment, I'm talking about bringing that more value for people who are watching sports. People who are watching football. It's not just enough to watch football without placing a bet or trying to say which team you prefer to win and putting some money behind your thoughts. So that's the kind of entertainment we're talking about. And not just football, we have rugby, we have Formula One, we have all the sporting events, and it's not just limited to Kenya, but it's really international, the full package.
Yes, so you also mentioned something to do with gambling. Maybe you can just elaborate on it a little bit.
Yes, I mentioned responsible gaming. Responsible gaming. Yeah. What responsible gaming is basically playing responsibly, playing within your limits, playing within your means, playing with what you have set aside for entertainment, not gambling with money which was supposed to be for buying dinner, money which was supposed to be for paying school fees, yes, or money or betting your whole salary, so to speak. That is what I mean by responsible gaming. I also mentioned, you had asked what inspires BetSafe, what inspires BetSafe entry into the country. I mentioned we also have innovation. We are coming in with some very unique new products. A product like SMS betting. SMS betting is the kind of betting where you utilize airtime, but instead you just write a simple text message and your bet is received and it's placed and it goes through. This comes as a simplified way of betting, where traditionally one would have to use a long betting ID, which you'd have to cram or write somewhere and then send it. Now all you have to say is Arsenal win and put 100 shillings and 100, and that will be automatically translated into a bet, and you'll get a message confirming that your bet has been placed.
So in other words, you're saying that with BetSafe, when you want to place your bet, you don't have to jot your ID.
Your betting the bet ID.
Write the name of the team that you want to bet for, yes, then it will go through.
It will go through, and the amount, the stakes you want to put on the bet, on that particular bet. Yeah. And that does not just apply for single bets, but also for multiple bets. So you can actually bet for three different bets on one SMS, and all of them will be registered.
Maybe we can just demystify this sentiment. Is that, for instance, Manchester is playing against Manchester City.
Yes.
I want to place the bet for maybe Manchester United with my own credits.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't have to write the ID for the game. Mm-hmm. I simply go to my phone, mm-hmm, and on the keypad and type Man U or Manchester United plus the stake. Mm-hmm. Then I send. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. All you have to type is Man U, yeah, win, and the stake. 100 shillings, 1,000 shillings. And send to 23333.
So perhaps what prompted you to come up with this brilliant idea?
It's within our jurisdiction to try and make betting that more simpler, that much more fun, so that you can do it while you're actually walking, while you're actually seated somewhere, and it has just come to mind that I need to place this bet. Whereas, so that you don't have to go into the website and go and look for this gaming ID, the betting ID. You can actually just place that bet as long as you know that game is there.
Some would argue that if I don't place the bet, the bet ID that is, mm-hmm, and I happen to win, mm-hmm, and some issue, God forbid, arises that how can you confirm that you did place bet for Manchester United, because for you to quantify that you did bet for it, ID comes to your rescue.
Correct.
So what about if the ID is not in the
mix? That's a very good question. Yes. Once you place your bet using the SMS, yes, and send it to 23333, you get a message confirming that your bet has been placed, and this is the bet. Now it gives you all. Now actually gives you the ID of that bet that you placed. So it confirms. It comes as back to you as an SMS, which confirms that, which actually prompts you to say if is this the bet that you wanted. And then it also tells you the stakes at hand. It tells you how much you're bound to win should your prediction be correct. So that eradicates that doubt that did I place my bet or not. Yes.
So amazing, and if you're fun and you're watching out there, and you just got it from the CEO himself that if you're betting with BetSafe, you don't need to cram the bet ID. It isn't needed. Unlike other betting firms, for BetSafe, you don't need to place or to write your betting ID. Mr. CEO, if I can just ask, COVID-19 has actually ravaged the economy. It has hit hard all I can say all sectors across the globe. How can you say COVID-19, how has it maneuvered with the betting firms in our country and across the globe, from where you sit?
From where we sit, we look at gaming as entertainment. What COVID-19 has done to a lot of people, a lot of families, is they've actually diminished the disposable income that they had. Now, when you have less money going around, one of the first things that you reduce is the money you had, the cash you had for entertainment. So that in that way, we have seen people having less revenues because, and there are some whose income has completely been cut down. So in that aspect, we are seeing less activity on the gaming sector. Other than that, because of COVID-19, the government found it very wise, and we agreed with them that there should probably be a ban on advertising for the gaming industry. So it's the little income that people have, they needed to spend it wisely on other more important aspects of life than gaming. So in that sense, again, we have felt the impact of COVID-19, and but we are still we're still hopeful that the effect will the pandemic will be contained and life will come back to normalcy.
Yeah, talking of responsible betting, you did allude to it in a couple of minutes back. That BetSafe is here to ensure that there is responsible gambling or gaming, for that matter. On the same breath, there has been this issue of addiction among the young people. Actually, this is one of the bottlenecks that betting firms, they are aware of, that once youths have gotten into it, they get accustomed into it, and they find it quite difficult to control it. So from where you sit, I know you've got a vast experience in this industry. How can we tackle addiction among our young people?
I think the first thing we have to put across is gaming is actually entertainment. And anything that is taken in big measures could be detrimental to your health, mental health, and even to your mental health and any other aspect of health if taken in large quantities. So what we have done, and we have to educate people that gaming is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Very, very few people become rich out of gaming. It is purely entertainment. But as BetSafe, that is the message that we're really putting across. That is why we have actually gone out of our way and teamed up with a company called GamHelp. GamHelp is an organization which is a non-profit organization which provides 24/7 support to betting addiction or betting betting-related problems to clients. And GamHelp is not just unique. It's not just unique to BetSafe. It's actually a Kenyan organization willing to help anybody with a gaming addiction. In addition to partnering with GamHelp, we have also recruited a responsible gaming officer, the only gaming company that has done that in the country. This is somebody who is going to study the gaming habits of people, because we have those records, we have that data. And if you see anybody with a trend that's leading towards addiction or abuse or overspending, then we flag that customer and call them in or talk to them, counsel them, and see if actually there's a problem. And in most cases, we find that people who have gaming addiction or any other addiction in that case, people who might have another underlying condition. So we try and identify what is the problem, what is causing this, what is prompting somebody to go into this direction, and we try and catch that problem without before it gets too far, before it gets out of hand. Yeah.
Perhaps there's a school of thought that would have a different opinion. They hold a divergent opinion with what you say, that actually gambling or betting is actually an aspect of entertainment. We interact with youths from different parts of the country,
Yes.
and every time we talk with them, they tell us we're doing this because we are unemployed. So they're not doing it as a form of entertainment, just like you said, but they're doing it because there is unemployment.
Yes.
You as an established entrepreneur, how are you planning to deal with our youths and tell them to get out of this, I can call it a yoke of unemployment?
Yes.
Because they feel like the only way to get rich is through bet safe, not necessarily doing something because they've got papers, but they nowhere to take their papers. So they are mainly doing the primary reason as why most youths are betting and they're addicted is because they are unemployed. Which message can you convey to them?
Well, really, we'd like to do a lot. We'd like to do everything possible. That it is for overage. It's not for under. Our product is not for 18 years and below. We also try and monitor habits, the habits that of the betting people, and see really if there is there might be a case of underage gaming. But on our side, but then the beauty of Kenya is that you do not have access to facilities like M-Pesa if you're below 18, if you don't have a national ID card. And we hope that that is instilled also at the level of parenting, so that we don't have minors actually having access to telephones and M-Pesa and betting as adults. This is actually strictly an adult game, and we really hope the parents at home and or the people out there can help and point out whenever underage people get themselves into betting and gaming.
So BetSafe actually is the official sponsor of FC Leopards and Gor Mahia, the giants of Kenyan Premier League.
Right.
So why did you have to opt for the two biggest clubs in the country?
Well, it's all about marketing, yes, and everybody wants to be associated with the giants, with the winners. We do feel that their fan base and our clients have a lot in common. So we are synchronizing our movements and our campaigns so that we attract the same people, and we are using them to spread the word of responsible gaming. And because football is about fair play, football is about responsible play, football is about friendship. So much as there are two rivals, at the end of the day, they're all friends. And football is about entertainment, and that is what BetSafe represents.
So ever since that you actually came out and said that you're going to sponsor Gor Mahia and FC Leopards, every time you mention those two big wigs in Kenyan football, there is one cloud that can't go away, the cloud of hooliganism in the stadium. Did you take it into consideration perhaps, and how are you going to tackle it going forward?
We know that happens, and we are interested in the football itself. And I've never seen the players throwing stones against each other. It's all about the fans.
Yes.
But I believe when it comes to that level, the authorities, the football authorities in this country, have structures which are supposed to take care of that. And I really hope that would be a thing of the past, especially in our beautifully renovated stadiums right now. And I would really not like to see them being destroyed just because two teams, the fans of two teams have disagreed, as they normally do. Although hooliganism is part of football, but it's only in Kenya where the destruction is really a bit much. Yeah.
So how can you describe your journey so far into Kenyan market? How has it been consumed ever since from the moment that you actually stepped your foot into the Kenyan industry, the BetSafe? How has it been, the response from the Kenyan people?
I think it's been great. It's been a beautiful journey. We started by associating ourselves with the two teams even before we launched the product, and we got into an agreement with the two teams as early as June, and we did not launch the product up to December 2nd. So that was a time of building our platform and testing it, and the reception then was immense. I mean, the fans of this club have been asking, where is BetSafe? When can we start placing our first bet? And we're happy to say that it's been a week. It's a week today since we actually launched to the public, and the intake has been very good. The public is very happy with the product, and we are very grateful to them, and we pray that they continue that kind of support and even grow it even further.
So other than the sporting industry in our country, which other sectors have you thrown your weight behind other than the sport industry?
Right now, BetSafe is a brand which is in Kenya only, operating as BetHigh. No, BetSafe, the brand, is in several countries, and it's really not associated with the Kenyan one. But our mother company, Betson Group, has been in the industry since 1963, and they are in all sporting activities. It's a big gaming company with a big track record. But for BetSafe Kenya, it's we're keen on football for the moment, and depending on how the business goes, we'll be very happy to venture into other sports.
Yeah, so maybe I will just head to the end of the interview. Maybe you can just take us, how is BetSafe actually marshalling itself to fight the cyber crime that actually has become a thorn in the flesh for the entire part of the country and the world at large? How is BetSafe?
Cybercrime,
in relation with the gambling industry.
Yeah. Oh, well, we can only do so much on our part. We can only deal so much with those who are coming through our platform. And we have a fraud and risk department, which is monitoring every single bet that is placed. Anybody who deposits money which is irregular, will flag that out very quickly. If we see anybody is trying to use the platform for, say, money laundering and such criminal activities, we flag those down very, very quickly, shut down the account, and get in touch with the necessary authorities if we are convinced that there's a criminal activity which is about to take place.
Great. Before we wrap up, which message would you want to convey to our viewers watching us now about BetSafe?
Okay.
Yes.
What I can say is play responsibly. Remember, there's January coming. Be prepared for that, and bet wisely. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
And that does it for us today. We've been speaking with Alex Kobia, CEO of BetSafe Kenya, on matters business. Until next time, I've been your guide, Chris Owino. Let's meet again next time. Remember to keep the conversation going on our social media pages. That is on Facebook at Lolwe TV, Instagram at Lolwe TV, and YouTube at Lolwe TV Kenya. Until next time, on behalf of the entire team that has made this program possible, thank you so much for tuning. Merry Christmas, and remember to keep safe.